Like its bigger cousins, the Cannes Film Festival or the Oscars, the Hong Kong Film Awards is all about the movie magic. But it's also all about the money. After Hollywood and Bollywood, Hong Kong's always been the third biggest movie-making market in the world. But the Asian financial crisis of the 90s hit the local industry hard. During its golden era from the 1950s to the 1980s, Hong Kong cinema churned out an average of 240 films a year. But last year, Hong Kong made only 70. Recently, the city's filmmakers have now been shifting their attention to where the money is, mainland China.
So a lot of people, including myself, are looking to Chinese partners to come on board projects. This limits you a bit in terms of the material, but it doesn't limit you in terms of financing, because there's huge amounts of money in mainland China, and in terms of market, in that you've got how many billion people.
Last year, 30 Hong Kong films were made with mainland money.
I rushed into production with a movie called The Blood Bond, which we shot at a studio that I'm a partner in, which is in Nanhai in Guangzhou. So if you're a Western person, you have to go in, and rather than just going in, it's like a reservoir, you know, of money. It's like being in a reservoir, and you can die of thirst by a reservoir if you don't have a tap. And the tap really is having a presentation and having materials to hand and having like a business plan as you would for any other venture.
Even US movie producers are trying to tap into the Chinese market.
There's an odd problem at the moment that people are just throwing money at filmmakers and throwing money at films.
Philip Young is the director of Glamorous Youth and was nominated for Best New Director at this year's Film Awards.
I feel great, and I feel that it's very exciting for me tonight, yeah.
He will be shooting his next movie on the mainland.
My first movie cost $150,000 US. In China, I can get 4 or 5 times that amount for making a movie.
So what does funding from China mean for Hong Kong filmmakers? Constraints, regulations, everything from sex to violence, politics and religion. Everything, it seems, that can't be discussed at the dinner table.
I think that in Hong Kong, we're aware of the fact that in China there are issues, there are certain kind of political or ideological aspects of a film that are going to be problematic. And you kind of know that going in. You've got the 3 T's, you know, Tiananmen, Taiwan, Tibet. You know for a start, don't mention those.
But some people think it's more important to maintain creative control.
Lumina is self-financed because when I wanted to get into the whole filmmaking industry, I wanted to do something that was a little bit different and something that was really my own. And I knew that from my previous experience in banking, you know, when you ask other people for money, they usually want to have a lot of input into, you know, the creative side of things as well. And I thought that for my first project, I really wanted to bring something that was really personal and really my own to life. Lumina, if you're just asking about sort of the upfront money, costs about 50,000 US. I think that sometimes with these numbers, it's a little bit hard because a lot of times, you know, I've sort of leveraged on friends and asked everybody to work for sort of, you know, deferred or lower rates just so that we can get the project that I really wanted off the ground.
Director Jen Time has used her own money and the power of the internet to launch her work.
I also have used Twitter and Facebook, probably the 2 other major ones, and a little bit of the YouTube commenting as well. So many people have left us really kind comments on our webisodes, and I think one of the cool things about this kind of filmmaking is we can respond back. You know, a lot of times people have a comment about a film, but they'll never hear from the filmmaker. And with the internet, it's our chance to talk straight back to the fans and say, hey, we heard you.
Philip Young might not have won this year's Best New Director award, but he, like other filmmakers, might have to learn the art of compromise when it comes to making films with China.
I think censorship in China is a big pressure for filmmakers. If I could choose, I would create a Hong Kong film for the Hong Kong market and a separate China film for the China market. I would not mix them creatively so that I don't let censorship control the content of my films.
With the Chinese economy booming, box office ticket sales are going through the roof. So whether you're a Hong Kong director, actor or producer, a US movie mogul or a Chinese tycoon, everybody wants a slice of that growing pie.